For the next set of questions, you can take 8 minutes to solve. All right, once the 8 minutes are up, question number 16. Three friends stopped to eat at a restaurant. After dinner, they paid their bill and noticed a bowl of mints at the counter. Sita took one third but returned four. Fatima took one fourth but returned three. Ishwara took half and threw two back. So let's talk about Ishwara. So let's say that inside the bowl there were E mints. Now Ishwara took half but threw two back. So we subtract two. Ishwara took half the remainder and two less, right? He threw two back. So subtract E by 2 minus 2. So he's left with E by 2 plus 2, right? Just subtract E minus E by 2 minus 2. So after Ishwara has taken, the bowl has 17 minutes. 17 minus 2, 15. 15 into 2, 30. Okay, then we move up. Now Fatima, let's say there were F mints in the bowl and Fatima took one fourth and returned three. Took one fourth and returned three. So now Fatima, after Fatima, the bowl contains 3/4. Right? Just subtract f minus f by 4 is 3f by 4, minus of minus 3 is plus 3. So after Fatima, these many mints are there, and after Fatima, as I mentioned earlier, there are E mints or 30. 30 minus 3, 27. 27 divided by 3, 9. 9 into 4, 36. One equation, one variable solving. 36, and let's say right at the beginning there were S mints. Sita took one third and returned 4, so minus 4. Subtract s minus s by 3 is 2s by 3 plus 4, minus of minus 4 is plus 4. So after Sita these many mints are left, and after Sita 36 mints are left. So 36 minus 4, 32 upon 2, 16. 16 3s are 48. The answer is 4, 8, 48. None of these. None of these. So this is done in 1 minute. Okay, now I read this again. Three friends returning from a movie, they paid their bill, noticed a bowl of mints. Sita took one third of the mints. When it says that inside the bowl there were some mints, let's say M, Sita took one third, that means M must be a multiple of 3. If the original mints are M, Sita took one third and returned 4. M must be a multiple of 3. Options do not contain any multiples of 3. D part is the right answer. Very good. So always keep your radar open. Next, using only 2 paisa, 5 paisa, 10, 25, 50 paisa coins. 2, 5, 10, 25, 50 paisa coins. There is some money. What will be the minimum number of coins required to pay 78 paise, 69 paise, and rupees 1.01 means 101 paise. You have to use minimum coins, means you have to use large denominations. So for 78 paise, I will take 50 paise over here. Then if I take 25, 50 plus 25 is 75, then I need plus 3, which is not available. So therefore, no 25 paise coins. That means now let me take 50 paise is gone out of 78, 28 paise left. So let me take 10 paise, 2 coins. So out of 28, 20 are gone, 8 are left. So how do I get 8? Obviously, I can't use 5. That means take 4 coins of 2 paisa. So you'll now get 8 coins. Same thing for 69. Let's take 50 over here. 19 left. Obviously, you can't take 25. So 19 left. Now let's take large denominations. 10 gone. 9 left. 9 out of 9. 5 gone. 4 left. And let's take 2 coins over here. These kinds of questions are uh, risky, because if you make, well, this one is very straightforward, but if you make some kind of silly mistake, it's very easy to get this wrong. And 101, if you take 50 paisa, 2 coins, that's 100. That means 1 paisa is not possible. That means we take 1 coin over here. Out of 101, 50 is gone, 51 left. Now you can't take 2 coins over here, because otherwise you'll reach again. Out of 51, 51 paisa you don't have. Let's take 1 coin over here. So 75 gone out of 101, 26 coins left. Let us take 2 coins here. Out of 26, 20 are gone, 6 left. Let us take 3 coins over here. And we count all the coins. So we basically, logical point being, focus on the larger denominations. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 17, 18, 19. 19 is the right answer. 19 is the minimum value for this particular question. Done. And the next one is a little tough. It's a little challenging, a special equation question. A test has 90 questions. Students get 6 marks for every correct answer, lose 3 marks for incorrect answer, lose 1 mark for every unanswered question. Let's say number of correct questions are C, wrong questions are W, unattempted questions are 9U. Total questions are 90. 6 marks for every correct question, lose 3 marks for every wrong question, lose 1 mark for every unattempted question. The marks scored are 324. Number of questions answered incorrectly by the student is at least. W min. Questions answered incorrectly is at least. So minimum value of W is to be found. So I have two equations. Let me get rid of one of the variables. It could be any variable. For example, let me get rid of C. So how do I get rid of C? Multiply this equation by 6. So I get 6C plus 6W plus 6U is equal to 540. Now subtract. C is gone. 6 plus 3, 9W plus 7U is equal to, subtract 216. Forward, when I want the minimum value of W, I'll start with W equal to 0. So U will be 216 divided by 7, and this is not an integer, right? 216 is not divisible by 7. Let's try W as 1. So 9 into 1, 9. 216 minus 9 is 207. Is not divisible by 7. So now I try W2. So since it's a special equation, हमें कुछ different करना पड़ेगा. So I am proceeding by hit and trial. 18 subtract करो, that's 198, is also not divisible by 7. W3 is 189. 7U is 189, U is 189 upon 7. That gives us a 2727. So total wrong and unattempted 3 plus 27, 30 questions are over. Now we are left with, out of 90, 30 questions are gone. 60 questions are therefore correct. And this is a perfectly acceptable set of values. So this becomes our right answer. We don't need to go to other values of U, because now we have obtained the smallest value. So W equal to 3 is the right answer. Alright. Let's go to the next set. This whole set is one question only, so you can take 6 minutes to solve this. All right, now after your timer is over, shopkeeper sold a certain number of toys all at a certain price. The price could be anything. Let's say P, and the certain number of toys, let's say number of toys is N. Now the number of toys that he sold is a 3-digit number, right? So that 3-digit number obviously we will take as A, B, C, in which the tens and units digit are the same and are non-zero. If tens and units digits are same and non-zero, so I'll write A, B, B because they're same. And the price of each toy is a 2-digit number, all right? Price of each toy is a 2-digit number. By mistake, he reversed the digits of both the number of items sold and the price of each toy. In doing so, he found that his stock account at the end of the day showed 792 items more than what it actually was. ऐसा हो सकता है that some of you have been able to understand its meaning without writing in too much detail, but for the purpose of explanation, I will write down a little bit of detail. Let the actual number of toys be A, and the toys sold is N, and you also have the case where by mistake. So let me make the by mistake case over here. By mistake. So actual toys are A, toys sold are N. Now by mistake what happened? That he sold a reverse number of toys. And of course the actual toys are still A. Then the number of toys left, let's say over here is L1 and over here is L2. Very simple case. Actual toys A, toys sold N, by mistake and reverse, toys left L1 and L2. The stock account at the end of the day showed 792 items more than what it actually was. So the mistaken value of L2 is more than the actual value of toys left L1 by 792. That's it. This should lead us to our answers. You can listen to this again if this was not clear. Put in the values. L2 is basically A minus N rev, and L1 is of course A minus N. N is our 3-digit number of toys. It's 792. A gets cancelled. So now you get N minus N rev, which is of course 99 times hundreds digit minus units digit is equal to 792. That means A minus B is equal to 8. A minus B is equal to 8 is possible when 9 minus 1 and 8 minus 0. But it says that the digits are same and non-zero. Digits are non-zero means this case is gone. So you get the number of toys A, B, B as 911, and that is your answer over here. Number of toys sold is 911. Good question for an exam. Very good question. If the faulty calculations, what are the faulty calculations? The reversed price into the reversed toys are the faulty calculations, because they have taken by mistake reverse price and reverse toys, gives you a 5117. So reversed price into reverse toys 911, that gives you a 119. Reverse toys is 119 is equal to 5117. So you get the reversed price as 43. That means that the actual price was 34. Actual price was 34. Done. And using the information in the above question, what are the actual sales? Actual sales will be actual price 34 into actual number of toys 911. Right? So you know now that the units digit is 4. If unit digit is 4, then option A and C are not possible. And you know that 34 into something like 1000, right? 911 is near to 1000. 34 into 1000 is 34,000. So your answer will be near to 34,000. So definitely it won't be 4,000. So the answer is B part. So you save some time in calculation by looking at the units digit and by just checking what is it near to. Beautiful question, wonderful. But it was one set, one question, that's why 6 minutes. Very good. Now we will see another concept. Now we have something important over here, because this concerns a little bit of algebra. In the initial few slides, I had mentioned to you that we have two types of equations. The first is of the type ax plus by equal to c, which looks something like this, where x is inversely proportional to y. And the other was of the form ax minus by equal to c, which was of the form where x is directly proportional to y. As you keep moving, for example, along this line, x is increasing, y is also increasing, right? So now we will spot some patterns over here. Let me take an example. For example, 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. Let me write down some solutions over here. Like x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 2. Okay. So now let me try. If x is 1, then what is y? If x is 1, so 2 into 1, 2. 6 minus 2, 4. 3y is 4, y is 4 upon 3. Okay, we can write it down. X is 1, y is 4 upon 3. Then if x is 2, 2 into 2, 4, 6 minus 4 is 2, then x is 2 upon 3. Sorry, y is 2 upon 3. And if x is 3, 3 into 2, 6, then y becomes 0. Let's continue. Similarly, when x is 4, then you will get 4 2s are 8 minus 2, y is minus 2 upon 3. Then 5, you get minus 4 upon 3. Then 6, if x is 6, 6 2s are 12, 6 minus 12 minus 6 upon 3 is minus 2. So at this point, let me remove the non-integral values and we are able to spot a pattern, right? Let's put these together. Another solution up, another solution up. So what we observe after writing down multiple solutions, 3 solutions, I observe that coefficient of x is increasing by 3 and coefficient of y is decreasing by 2. Okay. Now what I want you to notice is that 3 is over here and 2 is over here. The change in the coefficient of x, or the change in the magnitude of the coefficient of x, is basically, the change in the magnitude of the values of x is the coefficient of y, and the change in the magnitude of the values of y is the coefficient of x. Specifically, I am saying magnitude, okay? So that we keep it independent of the sign. Similarly, we will observe another pattern over here. Now let me take an example. Let's say 2x minus 5y is equal to 7, something like this. So what you have to try to do is, or maybe instead of 7 we can take anything else, doesn't matter, let's take 4. So immediately I see that I have a solution. When y is 0 then x is 2. Okay. Now let me vary y. If y is 1, then x is 2y minus 5 is 4, so 2y is 9, y is 9 upon 2, right? So it's not a fraction, so let me remove that. And if y is 2, then that's 2x minus 10 is 4, so 2x is 14, that means x is 7. And we observe similarly, when you go to y as 4, you will reach the value of x as 12. So 5 fours are 20, so minus 20 goes over there, becomes 24. So now you observe that coefficient of x is, for example, increasing by 5, whereas the 5, and coefficient of y is increasing by 2. Yeah. So where is the 5 coming from? It's the coefficient of y. Where is the 2 coming from? It's the coefficient of x. Okay. Then if the value of x is increasing, then we observe that y is also increasing, because x is directly proportional to y. And over here I observe that if x is increasing, then y is decreasing, because x is inversely proportional to y. Okay. So now I will lay down the steps for which, or by which, you can write down any solutions for a special equation after the first solution has been discovered. And these are the steps. Step number 1 is that you ensure that the equation is in its simplified form, which in both the examples it is. Step number 2, find one solution for it. Either you take 1, 2, 3, 4, or you do some hit and trial, or you use some remainder techniques, which I will cover later, or you do some manipulation and find one solution. After you have found one solution, check the proportionality of x and y. Okay, whether it's directly proportional or inversely proportional, right? And after that, for example, you decide that you are going to increase the value of x over here. So the change in magnitude in the values of x will be equal to coefficient of y. So definitely the change will be 3. Now you decide, you want to do plus 3 or minus 3. Both are possible. Let me show you both. Maybe you want to do, I have minus 3 also. Okay. So if you do a plus 3, if you are increasing x, then y is going to decrease, and the change in magnitude of y will be the coefficient of x. If you choose to decrease x, for example minus 3, to take you x ka value minus 3, if you choose to decrease x, then y will increase, and the change in magnitude will be the coefficient of x, and that is 2. So you get a 2 plus 2, 4 over here. Let me show it to you here also in the other example, after you have obtained one solution. So if I choose to decrease x, the decrease in x will be basically coefficient of y, or magnitude of coefficient of y, to take me to 2 minus 5 is minus 3. And if x is decreasing, then y will increase. The increase in y will be the coefficient of x, or the magnitude of coefficient of x. So I put a plus 2 over here. 2 plus 2 is, wait a minute, not a plus 2. If x is decreasing, then y will also decrease, because they are directly proportional. So 0 minus 2 will take me to a minus 2. So let me edit over here. Change in the magnitude of the values of x will be equal to the magnitude of coefficient of y, and the change in the magnitude of values of y will be equal to the magnitude of coefficient of x in order to get other solutions. And I have explained to you that you decide the sign, if you want to increase x or if you want to decrease x, or if you want to increase y or decrease y, like that. Okay, so I would say please go through this again and see whether you have understood the patterns and the steps for special equations, because these can and will be used in algebra. All right, for this set of questions you can take 9 minutes. Maximum that you will ever get is 9 minutes for 3 questions to just manage and see what you can do. So question number 22, after your timer is over, 3 travelers are sitting around a fire. They are about to eat a meal. 3 travelers, first, second, third. One of them has 5 loaves of bread, the second has 3, the third has no food but 8 coins. So we are over here talking about loaves. 530, right? He just has 8 coins. He has 8 coins. He offers to pay for some bread. They agree to share 8 loaves equally among the 3 travelers. So 8 loaves equally means 8 upon 3, that is basically 2 by 3 loaves each. They agree to share the loaves in this manner. That means that in the end, each of them ends up with 2 by 3 loaves each. Okay. And the third traveler will pay 8 coins for his share of 8 loaves. For his share of the 8 loaves. Now, what is his share of the 8 loaves? His share is 8 upon 3 loaves. That means he has paid 8 coins for 8 upon 3 loaves. Right? 8 gets cancelled. That means the value of 1 coin is 1/3 loaf. The value of 1 coin is 1/3 loaf. Okay. All the loaves were of the same size. The second traveler, who had 3 loaves, suggests that he will be paid 3 coins, and the first traveler 5 coins. So now we are talking about coins. The distribution of the coins is a suggestion. Second traveler suggests that he be paid 3 coins and the first traveler be paid 5 coins. The first traveler says that he should get more than 5 coins. How much should the first traveler get? So now the question is not concerned with these 5 and 3 coins at all. It is simply concerned with how much should the first traveler get. Right? So the first traveler, how many loaves is he giving away? First traveler has 5 loaves and he ends up with 2 by 3 loaves. How many loaves has he given away? 5 minus 2, 2 by 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. So basically just separate the mixed, the integer and the fraction. So 2 by 3 is 2 and 2 by 3. 5 minus 2 is 3 and 3 minus 2 by 3 is 2 1 by 3. That's equal, yeah, that's fine. Okay. So 2 1 by 3 is basically how many coins has he given away? He has given away 7 upon 3. How many coins? How many loaves? So he has given away 7 upon 3 loaves, and that is equivalent to how many coins? 1 by 3 loaf is 1 coin. So 7 by 3 loaves is equivalent to 7 coins. If he has given away 7 upon 3 loaves, he should be getting 7 coins. 7 is the right answer. That's it. What is he getting coins for? He's getting coins for the loaf that he gives away. How many loaves did he give away? 5 minus 2 by 3. He had 5, now he has 2 by 3. That means he gave away 7 upon 3 loaves, which is equivalent to 7 coins. That's the answer. Finished. Next question. So this was a good question, moderate level, exam pressure ke saath a little difficult to do. But the next question, the level has increased significantly. It's a special equations question. Maybe let us change the color. In a 4-digit number, let me take a 4-digit number A, B, C, D having non-zero and distinct digits. Non-zero, distinct. Distinct means different. All digits of the number are different. The sum of the digits in units and tens positions. Units and tens position is equal to sum of the remaining two digits, that's A plus B. Then the sum of the digits in the tens and hundreds position. So the tens position C, hundreds position B is equal to 3 times the sum of the remaining two digits, thrice of A plus B. If the sum of the digits is not more than 20, not more than means less than equal to, right? इससे ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए, 20 से ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए, 20 हो सकता है, 20 से कम हो सकता है. Sum of digits is less than equal to 20. Let me write sum of digits as t. T is equal to A plus B plus C plus D is less than equal to 20. ठीक है? How many such 4-digit numbers are there? Let me edit the question. How many such 4-digit numbers are there? ठीक है? Now I cannot solve this until I have a value of t. If there is no value of t, how will I get the number? So I have to create t. So what I'll do over here is, I have d plus c and I have a plus b. I will just add a plus b to both sides. Right? Actually, you could have added c plus d to both sides also. So now what is this? DCAB is t, which becomes twice of a plus b. Okay. And similarly over here I have c plus b. Let me add a and d on both sides. Now if you add a plus d on both sides, then you are getting something weird, right? You get total over here. Total is equal to thrice of a plus b plus a plus d. That's not making any sense. So adding a plus d to both sides will not help. So what I'll do is that I will add, there's some error in this equation. Tens and hundreds is 3 times the sum of the remaining. This should be a plus d. Tens and hundreds is b and c. ठीक है, तो ये a plus d होगा. Yes, yes. So now you can add a plus d to both sides. A implies CBAD is total, and 4 times a plus d. And now we wonder what kind of value addition have we received. T is equal to 2 into something. That means t is a multiple of 2. multiple of 2, right? T is 2 into something. And now over here, it is saying that T is equal to 4 into something. That means T is a multiple of 4. Multiple of 4. So this gives us some kind of extra value related to T. That T is definitely going to be a multiple of 4. Okay? Okay, so now we remember this, that T is a multiple of 4. What is the minimum value that T can take? Absolutely smallest value without any of these equations that are given in the question. Smallest value of T will be when you take the 4 smallest available distinct digits. Smallest digits 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? I mention this again, it's just really very straightforward. Smallest value that T can take is when I take 4 smallest distinct digits 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 7, 9, 10. So now what you have is that smallest value of T, which is sum of digits, is 10, and T is a multiple of 4. Therefore, multiple of 4, smallest value is 10, so it can be 12, 16, 20. These are the values that T can take: 12, 16, and 20. So let us start with your first case, T is equal to 12. If T is equal to 12, I have over here that A plus B is basically T by 2. So 12 upon 2 becomes 6. And I also have over here that A plus D is equal to T by 4. That's 12 upon 4, that is 3. Now 3 is a very small number, so I will have lesser number of cases, so I should start from over here. Sum of two distinct digits is 3. It can be 1, 2, and it can be 2, 1. So I have two values for A, 1 and 2. Let me put 1 and 2 over here. Now total sum is 6. Out of 6 you have 1. That means 1 plus 5 is 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. Now you have 3 of your digits. You have A, you have B, and you have D. Only C is left. And total is 12. Right? So A plus B is 6. D is 2. 6 plus 2, 8 out of 12. C becomes 4. Then A plus B is 6. D is 1. 7. 7 out of 12. C is 5. You now have all of your digits. You can write down the number. Your number is A1, B5, C4, D2. A2, B4, C5, D1. This was for T equal to 12. Now we'll go for T equal to 16. What is A plus B? Again, from this equation, so A plus B is 16 upon 2, that is 8. And A plus D is 16 upon 4, that is 4. Right? Because T, value of T is 16. So sum of two distinct numbers is 4. That's 1, 3 and 3, 1. We will not take 2 and 2 because 2 and 2 are not distinct. So A is 1 and 3. But sum is 8. So 1 plus 7 is 8. 3 plus 5 is 8. And now the last digit C. So A plus B is already 8. D plus 3 is 11. Total is 16. 11 out of 16. C is 5. A plus B is 8. D is 1. 9. 9 out of 16. C is 7. Write down your number. A is 1. B is 7. C is 5. D is 3. A is 3. B is 5. C is 7, and T is 1 from over here. Now T equal to 16 is also done. You are left with the last possibility where T is equal to 20. This is a tough and lengthy question, should not have been done in the exam. So a similar type of question that we did before, that could have been done, but this one is very, very lengthy. A plus B, T by 2, 20 upon 2, that is 10. A plus D, 20 upon 4, that is 5. Sum is 5, 1, 4 plus 4 is 5, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 2 is 5, and 4 plus 1 is 5. Distinct non-zero values. Write down the values of A over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sum is 10. 1 plus 9 is 10. 2 plus 8. 3 plus 7. 4 plus 6. Let's write down C over here. A plus B is 10. 10 plus D, 4. 14. 14 out of 20. C is 6. 10 plus 3, 13. Plus 7. 10 plus 2, 12. Plus 8 is 20. 10 plus 1, 11. Plus 9 is 20. Write down your number. A is 1. B is 9. C is over here 6. And D is 4. A is 2, B is 8, C is 7, D is 3. A is 3, B is 7, C is 8, D is 2. A is 4, B is 6, C is 9, D is 1. So therefore I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 possible numbers whose digits are non-zero and distinct that satisfy these conditions. The answer is 8. It's a tough question, but it's a beautiful question. It's a colorful question, and I'm sure you got to learn a lot of things over here. Also got to learn patience.